Ooh, cavern. Oh, this is... So, the person who's been writing this all along as my name is Big Pockets. I suppose while I catalog this chapter of the Order, I should for posterity describe myself. I am among those in rarefied air who are not affected by the memory consumption that one undergoes after prolonged proximal exposure to the Never. That is to say, I remember my real name, though after a friend forgot it and gave me a new moniker, I elected to go by it.
You have quite big pockets,
He said, with a quizzical look while trying to remember. I am the scribe assigned by Snowdonia to this willow-veiled chapter of the deep woods. My responsibilities are to catalog the events, people, and creatures of this chapter. It is my first assignment from our headquarters, one I am eager to excel at, though I must say some of my assigned compatriots might prove tedious. So they are immune to Never effects. That's interesting.
You mean big pockets, or... Wait.
Just big pockets.
Well, the memory.
The memory loss.
But clearly not the possession.
Mm-hmm. Nope, that's true. Unless the twist is they willingly gave themselves to the Never.
Yeah. That just is big pockets? It could be.
Well, the Never itself doesn't have to be big pockets.
Well, just that.
Or there could be the twist that the Never is just another more malevolent form of the Wardens, like the original Wardens.
Yeah, that they lose their minds after a while. And so they almost have to kind of imprison their elderly.
I don't know.
Because otherwise they go insane.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a group of immortal wizards that, like, live forever.
Huh? Do you open the... Oh, I suppose you have more trash in here. Why is there trash in this ancient shrine?
Ah, there we
go. Oh, look at that. The child's effigy. An artifact representing a doll, carved from sticks and wrapped with white cloth. The cloth bears gold stitching, as though torn from the hem of a dress. The doll hums with a powerful energy, as though a great amount of care and hope were put into it. We found one!
Nice! Only 2 more to go. Children, excellent work collecting one of the artifacts. Bravo! We have a bit of a development here in the grove. Could you please return? Unfortunately, you'll have to come through the front gate. This is part of what we will discuss. The warpad here is currently out of service. Well, that doesn't sound great. Guess we'll have to trek back on foot.
Yeah, weird. I wonder what's going on. We can probably at least warp closer first, right? Maybe it's only the growth pad that's not working.
Well, I'm currently glad that we got pretty much everything done.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This is
why... now you don't have to worry about porting back to the grove.
Yeah.
Also, nighttime has arrived. And yeah, these aren't dungeons. These are... I mean, maybe another one could be a dungeon, but they're just a small cave with the artifact inside it.
I wonder if the Never even shows up in here. I don't think so. Well, luckily it's short run. No biggie.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if we'll encounter something on the way out, though. Usually this is when the villain corners you, right? Oh, that just poked up out of the ground.
Yeah.
Oh no! You have some lunars that are coming out of... Well, they're swimming in the water.
It's just really annoying.
Now be careful. Oh, you also have a little purple guy on the right. He's still rolled up in a ball.
Okay. Yeah, we're fine. Just kind of annoying. And it's like, I've completed the dungeon. Oh no, I've been accosted by beetle. I just don't like that beetle.
Beetles? I mean, they're pretty, but there are also a number that are annoying.
Well, it's mainly just that you have to do color match fighting. Like, I feel like after a certain point... Oh, here we go.
Oh, this is a Kirby memory.
Oh. Well, not a memory.
Well, this is the... yep. There she is. What did they call her again? Wasn't she just...
Just the Green Witch?
The Green Witch, you're right. You'll need his help. You're both in great danger.
Huh? Need whose help? Wake?
Oh, look at that. Is this from the basement?
Yeah.
Because that looks like his game setup and the blocks, and he had to put up his own Christmas tree?
Yep.
Hey, Awake.
Yo, Kirby, Merry Christmas. Check out your presents.
You got me Christmas presents?
Yeah, I figured she wouldn't get you anything again, so...
Wait, she wouldn't get you anything again?
Yeah, Kirby's got issues with her mother.
Oh.
Thank you.
Look what my mom got me. Mega Kart game. We're gonna eat cookies and race all day.
Awesome!
But this was back when the mother was still alive.
Mm.
Or at least around. And he'll need yours. His heart is broken. A dangerous thing in this place. It eats my messages when you wake. But do try to remember this. You are the key. But the never underestimates his resolve. That is how you can win. Sleep now, little one.
Like, I don't know. I think it would have been really cool if Wake kept inventing like cool little gadgets that would help out. You know, movement speed boost, bag upgrades, obviously health and armor, but like maybe even like weapons for the Spritelings.
Mm-hmm.
And so like maybe you start with sticks and then more specialized stuff. And she gets magic spells, so get rid of the potions and just have her like spit and fire to assist or healing or shielding and stuff. Would have been nice, just in terms of like giving the characters a little bit more of that immediate personality.
Are we gonna return to the grove?
Sort of. I was gonna get I was gonna try and get up to 1,500 scrap.
For what?
Next upgrade. Probably just another HP up or something.
I
It's
just
okay.
want to progress.
I know.
So badly, because we've just been completing all the necessary things for not one, not two, but 3 dungeons.
Well, you have to realize we're like right at the end.
I know.
Oh, that's not one of the beetles. Let's see. Oh, that didn't end anything. Oh, you know what? I can sell some scrap.
Well, you do have all of those.
I have just a lot of
heaps.
things that I'm sure I could sell.
Yes, precisely.
I'd forgotten about that.
Let's get back to the grove. Just the grove pad is not working.
Yep. What do you think? Can't dance or can dance turned evil?
What?
Went rogue? Or do you think
No.
Big Pockets attacked?
Maybe something occurred with Big Pockets.
Oh.
I like hearing the bird song.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to go out and do some birding? I think they refer to it as. Bird watching.
I don't necessarily care to bird watch so much as just listen. Like, I find bird watching to actually spot them is kind of like a frustrating version of Where's Waldo.
Oh, but I love that. I love finding them and seeing them in the trees, especially as they're warbling or doing what birds do. Oh.
Kirby, what's up?
Don't you feel that?
Oh! Whoa, he sounds...
Pitter-pattering feet throughout my woods like a drumming on the crown of my head. We meet at last.
Kirby, stay back. I think that's the guy Greycoat warned us about.
Greycoat. Haha. From a noble line of witches 6 generations deep to a distrait vagabond in a dirty smock. Yes, that is what I have reduced him to.
I've seen you in the woods, out of the corner of my eye, watching us, then disappearing.
Just getting updates on your progress, that's all.
Stay back.
What a sublime gift I've received. She cried out for help, and in stumbled the Master Key. And her hold is finally weakening. I can feel my fingers stretch.
Away with you, Spectre! You're not him!
Look, little ones, your babysitters have arrived.
Let me run a gash through this tulpa's heart.
Malingering lick-spittle mud conjurers. The wardens would weep if they knew the state of the rabble they left in their stead. Old bearded witch, it is almost done. I have the last piece now. You know of what I speak. Or do you? Perhaps I've eaten too much. Soon you may be unable to even stand from your own filth.
Enough of this. As a conduit of the Green Witch of these deep woods, be gone! I command you. Slink back into your pit.
The last bars buckle.
Oh, bars for a prison?
The prison. Are you two all right?
That was him?
Yes. His name was... His name was
Big Pockets. My dear, are you all right?
Yes, my head just feels a bit fuzzy.
I've spoken to you of Big Pockets before. He was a green shield who pursued the Never to its heart and did not return. But something else did. The Never is using his body to walk about during the day, to undo the work we made against it. I must advise you to be careful.
For goodness sake, in the middle of a line?
I'm very tired. I advise you to be careful, young masters. When you finish gathering the artifacts, if you see him, it's best to run. Probably. There isn't much it can do in that shape that it wears, but I fear that won't be for long. Return us to the grove should you need anything. Return to us at the grove should you need anything, and... Well, I've said enough.
I almost wonder if you should go into town to try talking with people to see if they say anything new. Oh, that's interesting.
Dude just pooped all over our warp shrine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
What exactly is the Never?
Huh, not an easy question to answer, young lady, but I'll try my best. It came here long ago, from where exactly is ill-defined. And following it were a group of beings we call the Old Wardens, the predecessors of the Green Shield Order. The Old Wardens built the various deep woods around where the Nevers had landed to contain it. After they had created the Green Shield Order, the Old Wardens left. Left where, again, is ill-defined.
So then, the Deep Woods. This place is a prison, isn't it?
You understand now.
Talk to everyone else.
Artifacts, am I right? Don't take this the wrong way, but you guys are really, really bad at your jobs. Like, total wait, crapple sauce?
Crapple sauce.
Really?
Yep.
So it's like applesauce, but with crap in it.
Yep.
Total crapple sauce. Yeah. what's his name said so too, and now he's gone. Boom. Oh, crap. Is he here? Do you think he heard me? Ha! Fell for it, idiot.
I don't know if talking to them is worth it.
You
Babies.
have found my babies.
Okay. Now talk to the plague doctor and the warrior lady and the pilot guy. And him, I suppose. Scrappy.
Oh. Oh, it's a bloat toads, not the
No.
beetles.
Talk to her again. There's the chat option.
You're right.
Hello again. How are you finding your stay in the deep woods?
It's pretty awesome, actually. Apart from all the weird nighttime monsters and the things that's eating up all your memories. But I guess that's why we're here, right?
Indeed, though lately I've been under an odd feeling that something isn't right. There's an odd chill in the air. My planes aren't flying like they normally do. Our planes aren't coming in from Snowdonia, and they haven't in some time. Just be careful, Master Kirby. You know what I miss? Speaking. That was quite enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually know if either of those are worth it.
Well, also you don't have enough scrap.
Even if I did. Okay. Bounties.
I have bounties for you if you want.
Okay, first of all, I still believe that we're going to be best friends someday. And I just want to keep that bouncing around upstairs, okay? Second, you said that you lost your eye killing stuff? So, what was it that did it?
Do some of my bounties and maybe I'll introduce you to her. To her?
Interesting.
So, who is the creature? Well, what is the creature that took out her eye? Watch it be the weasel.
Could be.
Wait, we're not going to talk to the...
I was gonna craft.
Oh.
Look, if I'm gonna be selling things to her.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Okay.
I suppose those are worth an amount of...
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to make them, with the express purpose of selling them.
Aside from
They
that
heal-
one instance where you used the
Yeah.
flute. Why, hello there. Come to browse my humble selection. How goes your studies into the arcane?
I'm learning a lot.
Yes, you are, and quite fast, too. Say, Master Kirby, do you know how you came to, how came you to be in the care of your worldly home?
My what now?
Your house, outside the deep woods, in Willowvale.
Oh, my real mom had to give me away.
Ah, well, that's an answer.
Uh-huh.
I live with my aunt now. That's what she says she is anyways. My mom gave me to my aunt, who then told her to look after me, or else, or something like that.
Go on.
My mom was sick, and when she came to the door with me as a baby, she was dying already. My aunt says, she says I did it.
What an absolutely wretched thing to say.
And that's why I'm so glad to be here. I've always wanted to live in the woods, and so has Wake. Always.
You don't say.
Why did you want to know?
Just curiosity, dear one. Well, I can speak for us all when I say that we are equally glad to have you.
Hey, thanks.
Are you just grabbing some water?
I'm thirsty.
So, is it possible that the spirit of the Green Witch is actually her mother?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Then who is the father?
The Never.
What, you think Big Pockets might be the father?
Or just the Never.
Ew, why would the Never? What? That face of yours is just weird.
Could have been a warden. Like an actual warden.
But we're... Oh... maybe.
Yeah.
But wait, I thought the wardens disappeared a long time ago. Or did they train them up? Yeah, I don't know. In any case, I'd like to thank you for patronizing my little shop here. The other green shields rarely seem to need my wares.
Okay. Nothing
Please
else.
put that away.
Brr.
Away for
People
good.
are complimenting my artwork.
Yes,
Let me bask.
Yes, but not while
Let
we're in
me
the midst of recording a series.
Bask.
And
Real bask fishing. Oh, wow. I have a lot of bloomstone.
no,
Back.
no,
Back.
no.
Yeah, I'm just going to sell all these bloomstones.
Why? What do you need them for?
Nothing.
Really?
Not to my knowledge.
It says unstable properties.
They're
and
used
stuff.
for making the light sources. But, like, here's the thing. I use them.
Hey, you haven't talked to Tea Kettle Guy. Just to chat.
You're right.
Oh, how goes the search?
Why do you wear the helmet? What do you look like under there?
Well, it's quite an underwhelming story. When I was a young scrapper of only around, I'd say 120 years old.
What?
I found this delightful pile of junk around Wedgwood, and as I was rummaging around through it headfirst, as is my technique, this tea kettle just sort of slid onto my head, and I haven't been able to get it off. I repurposed it so I could see and eat and, breathe.
So it just got stuck and you haven't done anything about it since?
Yeah, come to think of it, why can I remember how that happened, but I can't remember what the word toast means. Toast. I feel like I should know what that word means. Ah, alas, I've learned to live with it now. Gives me a certain mystique, no?
That poor man.
Well, keep chatting, because they might have...
No, they only say one thing. And then they just kind of have that, like, I have nothing to say line.
Really? Because... I think some of the other characters had two things to say before they said their
Nope.
canned lines. Well, on to the next dungeon. Do I suppose you aren't going to wait for daytime? Or make it
you're right.
daytime?
Whatever, it's fine. I'll just swing by the camp up there.
Is the camp close by?
Yeah, it's just up north. I doubt we're in any danger, especially with the amount of upgrades that I've snagged. Sleep. Slap. Nope. Still nothing.
I wish there was more dialogue between them.
Yeah.
Just
It
so we could learn a
would've been
little
nice
bit
if
more
they-
about their lives.
Because they absolutely could have kind of tracked out, like, an average playthrough. You know, that most new players take 40 days to beat the game, or something like that. And so they'd have maybe 40 or even 50 little bits of dialogue. You know, some character details, their thoughts on what's currently going on. Maybe some backstory stuff. Just really minor things.
So you need to kill 2 more of the frogs if you wanted to complete that other bounty.
Yeah, I know where they are. I'm still kind of mildly indifferent. It's one of those where it's like, it's a nice character detail, but I also know that, like, I guess it doesn't matter.
What if it's another boss?
Yeah. Would you rather spend half an hour getting all of the bounties done, which is just go kill X a bunch of times? Or would you rather put an extra half an hour or hour into another game that, we need to
Carl?
finish? Yeah? Oh, like... Chill. kind of a conversation to have. Like, this is something I do mental calculus wise.
I just don't like talking about that
While playing
while
one
playing
of these games.
game.
Well, but it's like this is something I struggle with when it comes to a lot of games. That you know, do I want to spend 20 hours on the post game of Final Fantasy X to get the Ultima weapons, or do I want to move on to Final Fantasy 12? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love the idea of going for the completionism, getting 100%, but like you played like Metroid Prime, for example, and was it Metroid Prime or Metroid Prime 3?
Oh, no, so Metroid Prime 3, I completed 100%. Metroid Prime 1, I stopped myself before going to the final boss fight because I had 6 more pickups.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I'm talking about here.
But the problem with that is you needed all those pickups to get the extra cutscene. And I know I should just finish the game so I could get on to the second game so that I can finally say I've played the whole trilogy. But, yeah. And the problem with that... So, the thing is, with Metroid Prime 3, they remedied that by having a special device on one of the planets that would tell you specifically...
what you need.
Where the last pickups were. Oh no, are you stuck? Okay. Because in the first 2 games, as far as I know, you have to just run around and hope that you hear the wow, wow, wow somewhere nearby. And hopefully you can locate it and perform whatever task you need to get it.
But it's like, from my perspective, was hundoing those... Well, from your perspective, was hundoing those games really worth it?
No.
Or is it mostly worth it for the satisfaction of saying that you are a...
You got the Heartroot Wand. A sprig of the primordial Heartroot tree, rumored to be the first tree from which all other trees on Earth were seeded. The wand has powerful abilities such as manipulating nature, revivifying dead trees, and growing new limbs.
That makes 2. We're almost there. A second artifact. The only one remains near the location marked on your map. You're nearly done. There we go. But it's like, oftentimes for going full completionism, completing all the side quests, so on and so forth, it often feels like it's more kind of like as a bonus to keep you there for longer if you want to. Which is good, but it's one of those where it's like... Rarely have I found games that really make me want to stick around for that extra, like, 10-20%.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not necessarily a knock against a game, it's just that we were talking earlier about how, like, spoiled for choice we are. And, like, that's kind of where
Wander!
What?
Sorry.
What?
It's... You know what it is.
What, just that I'm talking about this, or...
No. The words that you're employing.
Spoiled for choice?
No. It starts with an L.
Oh, like... Sorry. Anyway.
You should hear yourself sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I do when I go back. It's just... filler. I don't know. Anyway. But I'm so, like, painfully... I know. I'm so painfully spoiled for choice when it comes to these games that it is actually legitimately hard to care about even, like, the smallest ounce of side content.
Ooh, wait. Stick figures? Oh, these ones. Anointed in Snowdonia. The Green Witch of this Willow...
Oh, Green Witch was called Stick Figures. I forgot.
Ah, of this Willowvale chapter. Fion is her name. Oh! Fion is the original name. And she is one of the few who has retained memory of it, though she chooses not to go by it. Stick Figures is her moniker, based on an affinity for creating imbued wards from figures made of, well, sticks. She carves the figures using an...
Sorry.
Is that an ATHAME or ATHAME?
I don't know. I've only ever read it.
Mm-hmm. The blade of which is GIBEON. Ooh, as in GIBEON meteorite? A material from beyond this world. Well, that explains it. GIBEON meteorite would be iron then. GIBEON is really pretty.
Yeah.
It has all of the lines that are kind of Hey!
Sorry.
Cross-hatched over one another.
Let's see. It's stick figures. There we go.
Yes. She is kind and soft in voice and manner, though I sense a sadness in her. I think it is likely the burden she bears, a thing the rest of us know, but prefer not to give words to. I am conflicted. I would like to comfort her if I could, but why do I feel this way? It's love!
Yeah, I could.
So Deep Pockets could be Kirby's father?
Yeah.
Bum, bum. Oh.
I bet we get ambushed on the way out.
Let's see.
Maybe not.
We should go back to camp, regardless.
Yep. That was gonna be the plan.
Well, it's not nighttime. You can just teleport back, can't you?
Yep.
Though we should also camp when next it becomes night, because there might be another vision.
Yeah. Let's go from there. What games have I hundoed? Maneater, I think, is one of the few games I have gotten 100% on. I think that game was very
Wait, where are you going? Are you going to the Grove?
No. No, they straight up said, just go to the location marked on your map.
But there might be more
character
lore.
dialogue. Okay.
We should just see, in case. Though I suppose there was nothing momentous about acquiring the second artifact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No big emergency or anything like that. I mean, I'm sure we'll get our last one. I bet they break out as I get the third artifact. How goes the search? Oh.
The artifacts, what are they?
I imagine Greycoat would have adequately explained that, but the man can be quite cryptic. There's a place nearby called the Catafalque. I'm sure you're acquainted. Catafalque is an old and stodgy word that means grove. Grave.
Grave. Yep.
But while it serves a practical purpose as a place of internment, it serves as a symbolic one as well. The Green Witch of the Deep Woods creates or otherwise obtains powerful magical artifacts to imbue the Catafalque with added power. Items that are special to the land itself here, or the people that inhabit it. To put a stopper on the bottle, so to speak. Because the Catafalque is the door. Beneath it is the heart of the Never.
Ooh.
The heart, that's where Big Pockets went?
It is indeed. And now the thing that looks like him has absconded with the artifacts. The bottle is unstopped. Does that clear things up for you?
Okay. Same deal. Oh.
Oh, no.
You made it pretty clear that you'd rather be out there hunting, so why don't you?
Not allowed to anymore.
How come?
Orders. Because of you two.
Huh? Why us?
I don't know. Greycoat wouldn't tell me. He just said that it was delicate. Which is a word that it just really ticks me off. Ugh. I should have never left Crystal Fall. Are you sure you're not gonna do the chat a second time on each of these guys? Just to make sure.
Try.
Oh. If you go wandering around Crystal Fall, you may encounter a creature with a temper. I'd be careful if I were you.
Yeah.
Might as well try talking with the tea kettle guy again,
Give me a
too.
second. I'm gonna go kill those toads.
The toads? Oh.
Yeah, like, that's what I was gonna go do, and you're like, but dialogue, and it's like, but toads.
So now you are going to vanquish the
two.
toads. Two more.
It's 2 toads.
Which is one more area full of them, because they arrive in pairs?
They're usually in pairs, and they're right here.
Oh, yep, that they are. Durr. I love the fact that they blow up their air sac, and because the air sac is spiked, that's how it initiates an attack. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
It's definitely an inventive way to analyze the biology of a creature and envision how it would attack, or how it could feasibly attack that way. It just reminds me of that one video that I saw. Remember the one with those two giant bloated bullfrogs going...
Yeah.
And the two of them encounter one another and they try slapping each other and they go...
I don't know if I've seen that one.
I've shown it to you. It's so funny.
I'm trying to remember
They
it.
sound like bellows.
I don't know if you have shown that.
I've shown it to you, but I can show it to you again, I suppose.
Okay. Right.
Killed enough bloat toads? Nicely done. The Spritelings of the area thank you. Here's your reward.
Bombs.
Kittled.
And cash. Bounties. Rim cap.
You're aware- Hey! Why-
Shell, you don't need to.
Why they ventured so far from their home of Bobrim is worrying. But it's a concern for another day. Perhaps sending them a message will keep them at bay. Kill 50 brim caps.
Cripes.
50?
Yep.
I really wish that they... At this point, you've probably killed 50 of the mushrooms.
Like, it'd almost be cooler if it spawned slightly unique mid-bosses to fight instead.
The problem is you cleared out all the areas before getting these bounties, so...
Okay, so how are you finding your time in the deep woods? I'm just trying to be careful not to let you all down, and to make sure that Kirby stays safe.
As for you, I'm confident you won't let us down, young master. As for your companion, I agree it's wise to keep her close. I feel a great many eyes are on her.
What does that mean?
Ah, an old fool I am. Don't pay my silly scribblings any heed. Be sure to rest and keep your eyes on the daylight, young master.
You're not gonna chat again?
I was gonna buy his maps.
Mm-hmm.
There's all the maps.
Yep. Got the Pathfinder achievement.
Yep. Nothing
Wait,
new
that's
to
all
say.
you had to say? Okay.
Yeah.
Artifacts, am I right?
You know that dancing isn't really an applicable skill here. You know that, right?
What?
And you caring that you can't do it is an equal waste of time, right? Oh, whatever. At least you're funny sometimes.
Sometimes, baby. Sometimes.
Not gonna try talking to them again?
What's up with your memory loss? You said that the never causes it?
Indeed, its strength, proximity, prolonged exposure all contribute.
But you only seem to forget certain things, like your names and where you're from.
Well, it eats intelligently. Eats. It feeds off the memories, and the things that are most important nourish it the most. Things pertaining to identity, for instance. But also memories of great happiness, childhood, loved ones. It lavishes in taking these, in the torture inflicted.
What will happen to us if we stay here?
Yes, it's already begun. Strange dreams, Master Wake. Odd occurrences throughout the woods. People who shouldn't be here communicating with you. However, with everything put back into place, we can reduce to a trickle what has become a waterfall. Though I fear more may be required, even if the artifacts are put back. Big pockets may still roam to try to undo it all once again. I may have yet another task to ask of you after all this is done, Master Wake. But for now, let's hope not.
Okay, fine.
When the Never finally goes back to being all weak and pathetic, we'll be heroes. Yeah, we did that all on our own with no help from anyone. Heroes. Heroes.
They are kind of insufferable.
I mean, I think they're supposed to be hateable.
So he's just doing a take care now.
Mm-hmm.
Does the shop owner have anything to say?
I mean, kind of on my way.
How go your studies into the arcane?
Oh, chemistry was magic, sorry.
Always gladdening to find another eager mind.
Say, those clothes you're wearing and the mask and everything.
Yes? You want to know why, I suppose.
Is that rude?
Worms think so, but she's still grumpy. I still haven't found any camphor sprigs. No, it's quite all right to ask. Curiosity is the cornerstone of discovery. This is the traditional garb of the alchemists of Snowdonia, the headquarters of the entire Green Shield Order. Or at least was when I last traveled there. And that was, oh dear.
Snowdonia?
It's a place far, far away. You may have heard of it. If you're studious, it straddles your world and ours and exists simultaneously in both.
Wow.
Perhaps a lesson for another time. More pressing matters at hand, eh? Come to think of it, Paper Planes hasn't received a carrier plane from headquarters in a frightfully long time. Portentous. Anything else?
Nope. Same deal.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like every time we make a little bit of progress, they have something new to say. Either that or it's every time we warp in and out. I'll try that once, and we'll go from there. The thing is, just like, as much as I like talking to all these characters, most of it is just rephrasing things that we already kind of knew.
Things that we pieced together.
Yeah, either pieced together or somebody already mentioned, just not that character. I wonder if they hope to make like a follow-up game to this, dealing with Snowdonia. Either that
the
or
Mage
they
School
resolve
or
it with this one.
Green
I mean, it would be
School?
kind of cool, yeah, if they actually had like a academy of sorts or something. You know, kind of teaching both Herbie and Wake how to be proper Green Shields. And maybe other issues.
And
Okay.
it'd be interesting if they expanded upon what kind of Spritelings you had, or maybe you get to do have those upgrades where you have more of a familiar.
Unfortunately, I don't want to say this is a common weakness of a lot of indie games, but expecting sequels, it's not even indie games though, it's a lot of games.
At the same time, so the thing is, there are some indie studios where they just make a solid game and they go on to the next. I mean, look at studios like Supergiant, where no two games are the same or similar.
Yeah.
Even genre. Like, sure, they have the same...
They still are all kind of action RPGs.
Yeah, but they have the same artists and they have the same musicians, but the worlds and the characters are all very different. You don't have they aren't expanding on a singular universe.
Yeah, and I wish they would a little bit, because some of those universes are fascinating.
And you'd like to see more of them.
Pyre Transistor and
The Bastion one?
yeah,
Probably.
I think the only one I'm least interested in them exploring more is, to some degree, Hades.
Because you know that it's either Greek mythology or the real world.
Yeah. Like, there's aspects to it that I'd like to know more of. But, to some degree, I'd almost prefer to see God of War's approach to that instead.
Oh wait, there's some pages there.
Yeah, I get those last.
I would...
I
I
guess
get
we
those
can get them
before
first.
picking up the last artifact, though, because you never know
Yeah.
when cutscene
Fair.
or something else is going to come. Umbral Lethia. Within each chapter of the deep woods sits a dark place, kept from even the Green Witch, kept from us all. Her catafalque will sit atop its entrance, a stone for her, to one day inhabit, an extra measure to ensure that even in death, and the form she takes thereafter, she will continue to dam the waters as an eternal guardian. Within Umbral Lethia, it is said, as no green shield is permitted to enter, is a pit lined and pierced with the ultimate sigils and protections of the old warden's mysterious magics. Beyond this is the Never, where it sits crippled, reaching out with its mind and projecting foul extensions of itself on the surface once the sun's gaze fails. Ooh, a dagger. FFION'S GIBEON ATHAME?
Probably.
ATHAME? A small curved blade made from GIBEON. An object that fell to earth long ago. The iron-like material bears a hatched pattern. Yeah, that's what I was mentioning before. And its edges is dull from use. On its wooden handle, carved in exceptionally small letters, is the name Fionn. Or is it supposed to be Fionn like Fiona?
Maybe that.
It could be Fionn.
And that's all of them. We did it.
Nice.
Wake! Kirby! Greycoat, we got the third artifact in. It's too late. They're gone.
Who's gone?
To the grove. Hurry. It isn't long before I go too. I have something direly important to tell you. Make haste.
Oh,
But
no.
first, let's go find all of the remaining scrap things for scrap heap.
What? No.
Aha! This is why I'd like to get all that stuff out of the way beforehand. Because imagine if we'd done these piecemeal. And then they're all just gone, and it's just like, well, oops.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, when it comes to the bounties, I don't fault you for skipping out on the 50 mushrooms.
Yeah. It's like, I would absolutely love to be able to complete some of those objectives.
It just seemed as though there was a creature, the creature that took out her eye, that we could have potentially met. Unless it was really just the weasel.
Yeah, could have been some bonus dialogue, could have been a lot of different things, but it's just like, but alternatively, I could just not do that, and I won't really feel like I've missed too much if we don't figure out what took out her eye. Like, it's a detail, but it's... I don't know.
But yeah, if he's saying everyone else is gone...
It's like I don't want to do another 2 playthroughs of Final Fantasy X-2 just to get the bonus segment of a cutscene where Titus comes out of the water and hugs Yuna and they laugh.